Yo, what's up, guys? My name's Andrew Wiggins. I go by Fireman Gaming 156 on YouTube. Today I'm gonna do a little different video. I'm gonna do a reaction to the North America Winter Open quarterfinal NRG versus G2 Esports. Um, Mainly just gonna watch and see how it goes. I ain't watched it yet, so let's just hop right into it.
G2, they have looked like world beaters coming into this matchup. NRG, they have a long road ahead of them if they're going to try and take down this G2 squad.
You're absolutely right, Corelli, and it has been a rocky road for NRG as of late. You know, there's been a lot of eyes on them after they've struggled to reach the heights they have in the past, but if you just take a step back, sixth in the last split is not that bad for any team.
That's the thing about NRG. A couple top 12s and a top 4 kept them 6th in points, and they're sitting top 8 right now. You got to give NRG some credit, and you can kind of see some frustrations coming out from players on NRG because it feels like a lot of people haven't been giving them that credit. And I think this group stage they came out of was a really strong group, especially with the way M80's performed. And I think NRG have a great shot here today.
Already they're starting off with some demos. One from Squishy. Garrett perhaps looking for Justin on the tip over. Maybe. And a credit just has to be earned at this point for NRG, and they could get a lot here, but G2, Gibbs said a mediocre split.
I thought you had that.
But I think it was a pretty good one overall for G2. A consistent team, and as he pointed out, perhaps the favorite here in North America for this event. And they're having a moment now responding. Garrett trying to get this corner boost. Attempting the clear double commit from Squishy and Justin, but it won't be too bad. Justin back down to the ground. Chicago with a poke by now. Justin last back. Wonderfully controlled. Catching it now, taking it down to the middle. Garrett with a disruptive hit. Down J-Naps trying to clear it down. Justin stops him at the midfield. Closely matched. Both teams fighting for this possession.
And I think you used the perfect word there, James. Disruptive from Garrett. That's how I would describe him yesterday in the group stage and in their game against Knights. He's been playing quite well here for NRG. Feels energized watching him play. A lot of flip resets, kind of old Garrett style. And I think NRG are better for it. Here he comes, trying to chase after this one to the back wall. And Atomic, a great pinch to push that one away.
Flip resets and also double taps. Now there was a time, hold on. Speaking of double taps, Chicago double tap pass to the middle. J-Naps jumped, but he couldn't get the shot. Now Atomic leaving that. J-Naps with a 50 will pop it over. Justin in the corner. We'll have to, well, he fakes the flip reset. Chicago calls the bluff. A traded demo. Now Chicago keeping this pressure on. Atomic nicely passed out to the middle. J-Naps with a shot.
Oh, what a save.
On the goal line, but Justin with a big save will keep NRG in it.
A lot of physical play coming out as well. Demos left and right. A couple of double demos as well. And yet, NRG weathering this from another one comes out from Atomic. Now Chicago wants to take himself off the crossbar. J-Naps, can he drop it down space again from Justin? NRG will not crack.
But the demos
Justin's
from
too
G2,
good.
you feel like eventually they'll break through. These demos have been incredible. The shots just off, that one off the crossbar, the high shots from G2 being saved. Justin with a spectacular defensive
It'd be
performance
awesome.
in game one.
NRG let
Garrett has Justin off to the left and
Musty
stop, but Squishy now taking it up.
playing
Double
one of
tap, he
these.
gets bumped.
I don't know if he has or not,
Justin
or
in Chicago
I know he's just content
takes the
creator,
turn,
but
making an epic save.
Great poise there from Chicago, but they got to play this next
would
one.
be pretty cool to see.
Solo plays coming out from him.
See how he does.
Definitely threatening. Now Squishy looking for the pass over to Justin. Free flips to get a touch. And G2 scrambling from possession, and Justin gets a demo on J-Naps and a good clear from Chicago. He relieves some pressure for a moment as G2 trying to get organized.
Ball off the corner to Garrett. Garrett, will he go for net? Yes, he does, and he nails it. Top corner, NRG strike first.
And you felt like even with the defense they had to put
4
up, the
minutes for a
offense here the
goal
last
even
30
scored.
seconds or so have looked really good. Quality touches to keep it awkward for G2. The setup finally came, and you got your shooter and Garrett to put it away.
Oh, what a well-placed shot. Putting that upper 90, Atomic was streaking through. Had a chance, would have had to backflip right away to block that top corner. But NRG, especially as of late, Corelli has struggled to close out these close games in the final minute when they've had the lead. We'll see if they can do it here against G2, or if G2 can break through. They've had a lot of pressure, some very good opportunities.
Shoot.
Now have another one. Chicago, maybe looking for a quick pass, didn't find it.
G2 certainly will be frustrated to be shut out here in game one, if that is the case. They've had 7 shots here, and it feels like they've had more. They've just had a ton of pressure over NRG. You see these long arcing clears.
Oh, he's going for the
second
cycle.
touch. Atomic, he wanted it, but didn't get it, and it almost let Justin have a free shot. Now J-Naps, less than 10 seconds to go. This one bouncing towards net. Atomic's
Nice
going to pitch
demo.
it off his goal line. Another shot comes through from Justin, and NRG, the dagger in game one.
And this was such a smart play from Justin.
Another
hit that
easy
demo.
goal.
I don't even know if he saw him, but he prevents the counterattack. And then he puts a shot right on target, and that is going to seal this first game for NRG. And Corelli, there was a lot of back and forth at the beginning of this game. We saw some demos from G2, which have worked so well for G2 in this NRG matchup in the past, especially Chicago, one of the
We'll go on to
the other team out. And in the
second
groups, they
game.
didn't manage to score more than 2 goals a game. So NRG, what has been bringing them to the next level actually has been their defense.
Yep.
As Gibbs said, the only time yesterday they scored more than 2 goals was a single game against the Knights. So they're not putting up big numbers offensively, but defensively, they are making stop after stop, and they did it in game 1 against G2.
And yeah, I mean, I think that's the big thing here is game 1 was a testament
And
to what
something
you're
I've
saying.
always noticed
We'll
is
see if G2 can make any
in
adjustments.
these pros,
Find the back of
that
the net.
ball
Great
is.
shot, Justin on the
Oh
goal
my
line.
God, what a
Garrett makes
save.
another save, and somehow NRG keep G2 out again.
These
Well,
pros,
you feel
the
like
ball
it
is
can't
never on
last
the ground.
Forever. G2, so many good looks. One is bound to fall for him. And the other thing about G2, Corelli, is they are a team that, oh, here we go, and Justin another save. It was
Justin saving
awkward
them
for
all.
him. And now you see a double commit. This is NRG struggling to keep their head above water. The waves of G2 continue to crash over them.
Justin's almost at 300 points. He's got 4 saves now in the first minute, and now a flip reset. Can he put this one away, trying to go under J-Naps? Garrett going to try and keep it awkward. A second touch across the net is denied by Chicago.
Defense really is something else for NRG. You saw Justin going for that flip reset into the flick. Comfortable in the air. Another flip reset there from Garrett. It's collected from Chicago, who's bumped off the ball. Justin bumped by J-Naps. Now counterattack opportunity, but no one from G2 goes for it. Panic, the dunk from Squishy.
Oh, wow, what
and
a save.
from J-Naps will get that off the goal line. G2, they're able to escape from a tight situation on their own.
Good defense there from G2. You can see Justin, when he's threatening like that, the chaos that ensues for a defense, and G2 did well to keep players behind the ball. Here's an awkward one after Justin. He puts it behind the defenders, and NRG into the lead.
In this clear, I mean, Squishy beats one nicely. Atomic wanted
All
to
the
get
easy
more
goes
free throw.
right in
Maybe
front.
he was trying to get a quick pass to JNAP, but it was sniffed out. And in RG, at the bumper of Justin, take the lead. Justin, 455 points. You called it out early. He's starting to
go.
rack up the numbers.
My goodness. And 4 saves to his name. And now a 5th one coming out from Justin. A defensive masterclass here. He's had some incredible saves. Now Garrett looks for the pinch. And G2 have got to get their offense going here. NRG's defense has just been too strong.
Justin with a demo as well. Justin the fake. Now the late flick going for a 50. He takes 2 defenders and essentially takes them out of the play, forcing the possession back to NRG. Now Garrett to the backboard. Atomic has been last back a few times, and he hasn't been flawless. The ball back to the middle. Justin can't get the hit. Atomic with the demo. Now Garrett last back. Atomic on the prowl. Garrett dodges the bump. Gets the clear. Big play from Garrett G.
And boy, what a frustrating couple of games here, or game and a half for G2. 6 shots here. And maybe another opportunity, but it pitches high over the net for Atomic off the challenge from the last man. And again, G2 struggling to get by that final defender for NRG.
That was a wild bounce the ball. Ping-ponging around. Now NRG on the attack once more. G2 yet to score. The lockdown defense from NRG has been stellar. Garrett on that last play had to dodge Atomic, who already had one demo. Now the infield pass. The shot will go wide. Atomic just trying to keep possession. Beat Squishy to the ball in the corner, and there it is. JNaps will put this in thanks to the smart play from Atomic.
Whew. I think a sigh of relief here for G2. Great touch there from Atomic. And I mean, James, they've had a ton of setups. This isn't like their first big chance where they could score. It's been a game and a half now where they've been able to have a quality shot on net, and either the defense has jumped in front of it or the shot's gone wide. But for G2 now, they find the equalizer. They're trying to battle back here.
And Corelli, I think the difference was, hold on. Chicago will clear that off the line. But you saw, the immediate shot. Justin, he just picking up the scraps. He finds these rebound opportunities. He's just waiting, playing so close, and a quick turn catches all of G2 by surprise. They were all lined up. It was like a collateral.
Nobody jumped. It went over all 3 of their heads, and not a single player jumped up after it. Justin's shot, so much power, came out of nowhere. No one was expecting it.
Made you scratch your head a little bit. All 3 G2 members in a line, no one jumping. Now an awkward ball for Garrett. Doesn't have much boost either, and that's going to be a response. Garrett, a very difficult situation, and a well-placed hit by Atomic, who's now been key for both G2 goals.
You called it out. He had 32 boosts on the goal line, and there was no shot of him getting the touch before the ball hit the back wall, so he had to go up after. And in most cases for defenders, you're going to be the last man to the ball. The offense has an easier read on that one. And G2 able to take advantage that time.
And Atomic has been that step-up performer so far for G2. And that first goal, you know, he realized NRG was blocking a lot of the well-placed shots on net. So he played the possession game, hit it off to the corner, was able to feed it to JNaps. And that time getting a nicely placed pass, recognizing that Garrett was last back. And that one almost bouncing in. Precarious moment there.
I really like watching the NRG rotation right now. Hold on a second. Justin's got to get a touch. And he does on the in-and-out save. But they're rotating ball side a lot of these plays, and they're moving as a unit as well. First man goes in, there's a second man immediately on the next challenge. Big difference here. I think that's what's shutting down G2's attacks.
And that's what got Justin that second goal. As we are poised for overtime, we get it.
Overtime.
Game 2. NRG's defense, it's been lights out, but Atomic has been whittling it away. Can he be the difference here? Will someone else from G2 step up? Or can NRG get a key win here in overtime? There's a beat. JNaps. Tipped by Garrett. Atomic shoots it. Squishy was ready for it.
Atomic still somehow behind the ball there, but great defense again from NRG. They put up 9 saves here in game 2. As Garrett looking for the back wall, denied by JNaps. And G2 tried to transition onto that one, but again, NRG doing well to push it away.
Garrett wasn't able to get that disruptive touch. Chicago was able to get the double tap and get to demo. Atomic up against Justin. Fakes the challenge and will turn around. Now Garrett booming it over one. Justin doesn't have the boost. He'll be out of the play. Ball out to Squishy. Low shot. Atomic has him red. Squishy has the entire net to shoot on.
That's crazy.
In that 1v1 showdown, Atomic proved to be the better player.
Yeah, I think Squishy, he hit that one quite well. Low is where you want to hit that one, and yet Atomic got all the way back down and flipped that one out of the net. And now G2, JNaps, head up touch. Tries to take the challenge, and it pinches wide of the net. Justin with a lot of time here. He takes it himself. Doesn't have a ton of options. Garrett waiting in the midfield. And nobody opting to go here from NRG as G2 tries to throw it downfield.
Justin. This to the corner, and it's starting to feel like an Atomic versus Justin showdown just a little bit, isn't it, Corelli?
Yeah, I mean, you got to think of how well Atomic played yesterday. Number 3 player overall in player rating. Had a fantastic showing. Tons of flip reset goals from Atomic as well. And in this game, he's got 5 shots. He's got a goal here. He was kind of shut down, I think, in game 1. Obviously, everyone was from G2. But he's got to be the difference maker here, and he has defensively and offensively so far in game 2. But now Justin denied by JNaps.
And that was such a smart play from Squishy to weave that around the defense and lay it up in the middle for a shot. Now another good 50 from Squishy. Infield pass. Justin will get blocked. G2 quickly shutting these plays down, but Justin gets a demo. Pass from Garrett to Justin. Justin off the ceiling. Squishy a bit late to the play, and now we'll have to retreat.
Feels like more and more of a chess match now. And I don't feel like G2 are getting as many opportunities as they were earlier on. It's been a lot of NRG on this G2 side. Chicago wants to receive this pass. What a touch from Chicago. Past the first man, down 2 down. NRG, the last man back is Justin, in an awkward ball here for Atomic. Wasn't able to get a hold of it.
Double commit as well from NRG. JNaps hits it backwards. The pressure off a bit, and that is a massive win from Justin. But now Atomic off the ceiling, going for a crazy read. Rebound out to JNaps, who puts it high. Now Justin, he's on the dribble, pops it up high, goes for the shot. Atomic, a bit awkward. He'll tip it straight up in the air, and JNaps will clear it out.
Oh, man.
These guys make me look like a damn bronze player.
Points. He's got to come up big here, a flick over. Forces Squishy to go on the save. Chicago off the back wall. Atomic just trying to keep it out of the hands of NRG. A pass over, and it's too high for Chicago.
Garrett ran into Justin on the respawn. Garrett floating out into the middle of the field with no boost. This is awkward. Garrett misses. Chicago, Squishy back just in the nick of time, but it doesn't matter. Atomic will put that one in. G2, the mounting pressure finally blows.
Oh, man, and there was just nobody in the vicinity of the ball from NRG. Squishy did everything he could. And with
Yeah, let me know in the comments, guys. What rank are you? I mostly just play 2s. Right now I'm Diamond 2, Division 2.
Despite the great defense, still need a little
Game
bit
3.
more offensively, especially if they're going to get over this G2 squad.
Do they go to Game 7?
Was really ramping things up, and you wonder if eventually G2 is just going to figure out this defense.
oh my. Huge whiff there from Justin. Squishy. What a turnaround from JNaps as well. Squishy had to like watch that one go over his head and wait to see what JNaps had. And now Squishy wants to take it himself. Is broken up by Atomic. JNaps waiting to go, and he'll take his time now. Garrett beats him to the ball. Justin flick on towards net. Atomic once again on the top of his net. Has to make another save. Seems like every shot from NRG is saved from Atomic coming off his back wall.
Atomic, what a game he had, game 2, offensively and defensively. He was the impact player out there on the field. And he's already making a mark here with those 2 early saves. Now feeding to Chicago. Chicago going for a double tap. JNaps has to back up. Awkward ball, but Atomic does rotate back.
Dang.
Yeah, guess where? The back wall again.
Oh,
that man lives there. And now he's going to take this one by himself.
And who is you all wanting to win this?
By Garrett, a great flick
G2 or
NRG?
NRG?
Out.
Justin hustling back, going for a pass down to the middle now. Numbers advantage for G2, going for the bump. Garrett jumps very early. Rebound still.
Oh, what a save.
Garrett, the airstrike save coming down from the skies. NRG make another big stop.
Oh, scary here. Atomic with a flip reset. Gets it by the first man, but it goes high. And Justin there to clear it away. A scary situation when you've got Atomic with a flip reset loaded behind the ball.
The demo from Garrett. Garrett now waiting for the pass. Justin, will he go solo? The flip reset. It's a low pass, maybe a shot, not sure. Either way, it fizzled out. G2 on the counter. Atomic, the poke, the double tap pass. It's a good one, but Squishy will be there first. JNaps a bit hesitant. We've seen JNaps in that third man situation a few times now. Decide not to take that risk of moving up.
Again, James, I pointed out a couple times, but I just want to say, I feel like NRG looks so different here in this regional altogether. I feel like defensively, they are so much more eager to push downfield together. They move as a unit, and Squishy off the crossbar is going to drop that one in.
You're a genius, Corelli. Moving it as you. I mean, Squishy and Justin in lockstep. Squishy was right behind him waiting for that play, and Squishy putting that bar down. That is a massive goal for NRG. And now NRG just past the halfway point, take the lead. Will G2 respond? Flip reset from JNAPS. I don't know if he used it. Light shot. Garrett turning it over to Justin, who leaves it for Garrett to continue marching it downfield. Awkward hit. Well played by Atomic to block the shot.
Oh, what a touch from Justin. Oh my goodness. If that one was on target, he had Chicago beat. That happened so quickly to set himself up. And G2 a little panic here.
What the?
After this one, guys, I'm probably going to skip it on down to the last
He
match.
just caught that ball into a dribble before rotating out.
Because this video is
Hustling back. There's a demo.
48 minutes
Really
long,
awkward for
and I don't want to
NRG.
make it
Squishy on zero,
big of
picking
a
up a small
video.
pad.
'Cause
JNAPS see Chicago waiting. Nice play.
a little bit of
but
editing I
still
gotta do
Justin
to it.
reads it and clears it downfield. The break is on for NRG.
Great first touch from Atomic, and now the demo still with the ball in his control, and Squishy forced to turn quickly, and Justin quickly back into the attack. Squishy goes for a bump, and Justin can't get through Chicago.
Now back up in the air. Justin will stay on it. Down
Shoot.
in one miss. Garrett with a quick turn. Good communication from NRG. Squishy was too far back, and now a save from Atomic. Justin back into the play.
That'd have been
Get
nice.
the double ball.
Uh-oh.
Now pass to Atomic. Atomic! Oh my! You cannot shoot that ball better.
My man is eating with a shot like that. That is a perfectly hit ball, and it only says 59 miles an hour. It came off the crossbar at the end. Boy, is that a tough one to save. And that's the scary thing about G2. You give them a bit of space to work, and it's a masterpiece every time.
I think he used his flip the last possible second, and he just
Oh, is that in?
slammed that ball in.
Oh, no.
Wait,
What the heck?
How does this go in?
And what happened here? Justin and Garrett got tied up, squished the last man, plenty of boost.
Just missed,
nothing with the
pushing
read.
in.
Oh my.
That was so strange. It looked like Squishy was called off. I'm not sure because, I mean, he could have made the play on the ball. A defensive breakdown from NRG in the final moment might cost him the game.
So that time, and Garrett be a hero here. Justin gets a second touch out of nowhere. Was already up for that clear. Atomic happy to take a few more seconds off the clock. Squishy trying to make amends. Justin there, denied by JNAPS once more, but NRG ramping up the attack. Garrett waiting for his time to go. He's got Squishy in the corner. G2 getting a touch here and there, but not enough to dispossess NRG. Justin, another attack towards net. Here comes Squishy now. NRG, a full court press here in the final seconds.
NRG's keeping them.
Anything off this double tap?
Keeping them on their side.
Angle, and G2 trying to get control, and it's been hard for them here in these final 10.
That is a massive 50-50 win from JNAPS. Now this one bouncing down off the ceiling, and G2 take game 3. And Corelli, you feel like this G2 train is starting to get...
Alright, we'll skip to the last game here. I want to take a minute and thank you guys for subscribing to me and just keeping me motivated to keep going on YouTube. I just like to be a content creator, and just let me know if you like these type of videos, if you want me to do any more.
NRG to end it. They weren't able to do it. So NRG, this has been an opportunity for them to really shake off all those old demons, but they haven't been able to do it yet. And now G2 in firm control of the series. 2 heart-wrenching wins for them. And
oh man, G2 won the third one too, or the fourth one.
Who was holding those leads late but gave them up. And now G2 a chance to finish the job here on Wasteland.
Yeah, if G2 win here, the scoreline is not really going to be indicative of 4-1, would not be indicative of what happened here in this series. This has been a tight match through and through. And that's what you get when these players are familiar with themselves or with each other, with the team. They know what they're going up against. They've played against each other for a long time. That familiarity matters. In Chicago, a double tap just going wide.
And they
and now
play
NRG
each
on the
other so
counter.
much. They just know everything.
And out to the middle, Atomic. Stellar gameplay. Atomic has been rock solid all series long. Now waiting for a pass from Chicago. The pass comes and Atomic sinks it.
Smart.
Hey, that's the guy you want taking the shot. And Chicago, he has been a menace for G2 and for NRG's defense. Saucing up Atomic like that in front of the net, you know he's going to put it away off the post and in. And G2, just over the first minute, they're on the board.
Will that take the wind out of NRG's sails? There's a miss from Justin. Now space, Squishy with the stop, but an easy rebound. Goal for JNaps. And with the last games of the series featuring goals that were fought for, clawed for, 2 goals that are relatively easy looking for NRG. And you wonder if that's it for NRG.
And I think definitely Squishy a little frustrated on that one because he made a great save. That's not the first time he's had one that just is killed on the goal line, and he needs help there because he had to react to that one so quickly. He thought his teammate was going to get the challenge. And now NRG trying to battle back. It'll be Justin to respond for NRG.
Here we go.
Desperately needed goal. Garrett, that extra touch throwing off the defender. Chicago is trying to block the lane, but couldn't get far enough out. And Justin keeping this hope alive. See if NRG can make some magic happen. Off kickoff, Chicago 50, ball back to the corner. Hard shot, and that will be wide.
I think NRG need to get situated here. You're not out of this one yet. Plenty of time, down by a goal. You've proven that you can generate the chances to beat G2. And the expectation is, G2 just continues the excellence that they've put on.
Everybody has their bad
Love
days.
if you're a G2 fan, you would love a higher conversion rate, but nonetheless, the offense generated is...
I mean, if you're a G2 fan, you're having a fun time. Let's be honest.
Sure.
If you're a G2 fan, this has been a series to watch and enjoy.
I'm just saying, they've been walking a tightrope, though. I mean, that last series could have ended before we even got to overtime. So for G2, like I said, the scoreline definitely not going to tell the full story here if G2 end up winning.
Now that is the trajectory of the series. G2 with a 1-goal lead approaching the halfway point of the game. Chicago cutting around Garrett, but the ball finds its way to Justin. Justin up, off the ceiling, back down. Little bit of a flick there, catching JNaps by surprise. Squishy back over to Justin, who got the mid boost. And steals the corner. JNaps will be challenged. Chicago up, trying to buy some time for his teammates to get boosted.
Well, Chicago somehow got possession back for a split second. NRG struggling to get this one over Atomic. JNaps floating along, flip reset, taking the challenge. And Chicago again poking it by the first man. Justin forced to go, and NRG trying to get out. It'll be Squishy all the way to the far side on G2's end.
Garrett to the backboard. Chicago being patient. It's right to Squishy. Atomic getting blocked by Justin. This is an awkward ball. And a miss from JNaps makes it more awkward. Justin off the ceiling. Leaves it for Squishy. Squishy shoots it high. That was a scoring chance gone by the wayside yet again for NRG.
Another one that just goes off the crossbar that has plagued them in the last couple of games. They cannot get over the ball enough. And that's the equalizer right there. That could be the difference.
Will it be the difference? Now, just 1 minute left to play. Could be the final game of the series unless NRG score, force overtime, and win it there. Garrett upfield has Squishy again. The return pass comes. Rebound now out. It's high. And Justin can't get there before Chicago. JNaps gets bumped off the ball. Garrett to Squishy. Squishy shoots and Atomic saves it. Looks like it would have been Bartown and out anyway. But Atomic, he's always there.
Yeah, I was about to say, he's having a world-class defensive game here. And that we don't even have to talk about the offense he's put on. He has been stellar for G2 defensively. He has blocked a lot of tough shots. Now fake on
there.
oh my goodness, he's done them all. And
He
unfortunately,
just faked all three of them.
to complete it. But he might almost put this one in. Justin gets back in time with 10 seconds left. The last hurrah for NRG.
Final seconds ticking away. This is it. Justin rolling it up the wall. Squishy waiting for a chance. The pass comes. Rebound out. Garrett keeping it in play. Now off the backboard, Chicago. Air dribble is going to try to dunk this in. It pinches. He gets a piece of it.
Dang.
G2 in 5.
G2 beat NRG. Well, guys, that'll be the end of today's video. If y'all liked it, please like and subscribe. And then just comment what rank are you and if I should keep doing these.